Well, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy, Graydon3, otherwise known as the abathur, BishopX, bringing you today some Heroes of the Storm gameplay. Now, as you may know, or may not know, one of my favorite heroes in the Nexus is Abathur. Now, I love my YouTube and Twitch stream community. But one of the bad things about it is people will only believe what they see on a stream. So if one streamer comes in and says a god is overpowered, instantly everybody picks that god, and no matter what the success rate, they will continue to use it because it is overpowered and this person said so. So a few people came out with videos showing Abathur supporting some assassins, and everybody now goes with the assumption, and I've been told this 1,000 times, Abathur is a support. You are supposed to hat me, and I guess that whoever said it used the word hat, because everybody used the same word, hat. You're supposed to hat me and sit on me and buff me and shield me. I can 1v5 if you hat me. And every time somebody dies, hat me, hat me, hat me. Look, Abathur's shield, the Carapace, it's only about 140 points. Before you say that's a lot, you were walking around with about 2,000, 3,000 hit points at the end of the game. It's really not a lot. And even before you say, hey, every little bit counts, I mean, I melee with my hammer on Uther for about 150, 200 damage. It's really not that much damage. But where does it make a huge difference? On minions. So it says Abathur is a specialist. Specialist. He's the same as Gazlo and Asmodan and Zagara. You excel at getting XP, pushing lane minions, and destroying objectives. This is why if you're playing Abathur as a support, you're losing your games, it's probably because you're not as effective as you could be in helping your team win. So I know the most popular spec is the Locust or the Mine build. The Mine build being the most famous because, once again, all the YouTube streamers and all the YouTubers and streamers want to make little clips of insta-killing low HP people who walk across their mine traps. That's nice and all, but it's not really doing a lot to get you XP and push an objective. The other is the Locust build. The Locust build is nice, it's my favorite build, but I find funny that the second build that I use is a build that everybody calls trash, and it uses a bunch of abilities that people say are quote-unquote useless. So this spec I will call the Monstrosity spec, for obvious reasons. You're focusing everything on your Monstrosity. The first talent I will take is Regenerative Microbes. Now, it only heals for about 40 per second while your carapace is up. But the fact that it's free and you want your monstrosity to stay alive as long as possible, you take the free healing and just keep it on them and use it every time it's up. Over time, this will be a nice amount of healing for your pet when you combine it with the fact that he's going to be constantly taking damage and constantly healing back damage from killing minions. Basically what I want to do is, if I am controlling my monstrosity, I will want him to hit the minion wave first, all the minions to attack him. And when he gets maybe to about 80% life, then I'll put on regenerative microbes in the shield. So then you're going to stop all further damage that you take and heal up any damage that you did take. There's no reason to pop regenerative microbes and put up the shield as soon as you encounter minions. That's just a waste of time. Because you're going to heal back most of that damage. So the second ability that I'm going to take at level 4 will be Adrenal Overload. Now Adrenal Overload is the no-brainer thing to take at level 4. 25% increased attack speed on a big, slow-moving, slow-swinging monstrosity that hits for about 448 per swing. Yeah, you kind of want to swing 25% faster. The level 7 ability, I usually go for Needle Spine. You can go for Network Carapace if you want to split push. That way you can push with your Locust and Body in one lane, you can put your Monstrosity in a roam in a third lane by himself, and you can take control of minions in a third lane and keep them all alive and pushing with Network Carapace. Of course, level 10 you're going to go with Evolve Monstrosity. Now remember, your pet is actually going to gain damage and hit points per stack. You get your stacks by watching minions die around you. So keep that in mind. You don't want to be overly aggressive with the pet when he's first born. You want to get your stacks around 30, and then you can go looking for fun. So you're basically not going to be in many team fights until 10. You're just trying to soak up as much XP as possible, using a combination of your body and lane push. Once you get to 10, you'll pretty much want to put your body somewhere out of the way and use your monstrosity to join in on team fights. So at level 13, I'm usually going for spatial efficiency. You want your symbiote to have the extra stab, and combined with Needle Spine, now you have a stab that hits 20% harder, goes 20% further, and it's going to always be up. It's going to be up almost every cooldown, because as soon as you regenerate a charge, you're expending one. Level 16, as I said, I like to go with Volatile Mutation, because while you have Volatile Mutation on your pet, you can actually leave him alone and he can march down the lane, and he will be able to kill anything he encounters and heal up the damage. Now it's only 200 damage per tick, but that 200 damage is more than enough to in an AoE to weaken minions enough where they can be gobbled up. Remember, he heals for a percentage every minion that dies around him, so you do the math. I have been pushed back to my base and let a volatile mutation fully stacked monstrosity go, and I picked him up about a minute later and he was all the way at the enemy's base. So unless there's a catapult, he will be able to push endlessly and not die if he has volatile mutation full stacks on. You may also, if you are in a close quarters map and people are starting to target your pet, you might want to go with Adrenaline Boost, because you don't have a mount for your monstrosity. So Adrenaline Boost will allow you to get a quick 40% movement speed whenever you put on your shields, and that will allow you to move a little faster and get around the map. It's only for 3 seconds though, but still helps. And a final level 20 evolution complete. Now this will allow your pet to deep tunnel anywhere on the map that you have vision every 30 seconds. This is essential. Basically, if you're walking around with 30 stacks on your Monstrosity, you'll have about 4,000 hit points. Nothing can two-shot you, and it takes you about 2 seconds to burrow. So you should get in any bad situation and be able to burrow out and go back to base. So at this point, level 20, the pet should never, ever, 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 ever die. Unless, I don't know, Butcher stuns him. You lose, Butcher stuns him, or Diablo stuns you and you lose control of him. But you should always be able to deep tunnel out of any bad situation you get to. You have a warrior's hit points, you have near and a ranged assassin's damage, and DPS. It gets pretty insane when you have this thing fully stacked. So I don't know why more people aren't using this super pet spec. I don't know. Maybe because somebody didn't do a video telling them to do it. But I fully suggest you try this out. Close quarter maps. So like Tomb of the Spider Queen here, Blackheart's Bay. Those two maps, any small map will do it. Larger maps, the pet just does not have enough movement to be effective in my opinion. But these smaller maps definitely works for me. Well, anyway, I just wanted to give you guys this little guide and a little bit of gameplay. I thank you all for watching. I thank you all for listening. And I'll see you all on the battlefield. Take care.
That was easy.
Capture this mercenary camp.
We ought to capture this mercenary camp.
Established. Improved. This fort.
Keep destroyed. quite sure what all that fuss was about.
We ought to capture this mercenary camp.
Slay this hero.